record button. There we go. Welcome to the presentation today. Before we get started, as I've just mentioned, okay, housekeeping. Let's go back there a bit. Housekeeping, turn off all distractions, mobile, Facebook, close all web windows, have a pen and paper handy, guys. Glass of water is beneficial. And create an action step list. This is key. I'm going to be talking more about gathering information during content like webinars a bit later on. But it's important when we gather data that we make action step lists so that we can move forward properly. Go to the toilet. Oh, you should have done that already, and you should be all good to go. So welcome to my online mastery coaching webinar, which is 10 steps to get more coaching clients, double your income, and make a passive income. Today, you are going to learn 3 common coach problems and how to fix them. Okay, my top 10 ways to make more with your website, and I'm going to be really talking about how beneficial it is to have a website when it comes to marketing and getting clients. Okay, whether you're wanting to get more clients or whether you're wanting to sell your services around the world and have digital information products. A 6-figure online coach case study where I took a nutrition coach and built a 6-figure business in 10 months. My top 5 resources to help your coaching business, and my secrets and mindset shifts to success. And some of the questions which I sent out pre-webinar. How do I make worldwide sales? I'll be touching on this in the webinar. How do I get my name out there without a big budget? How can I take my knowledge and make it into an information product? Does a website truly generate inquiries? And be sure to stick around to the end, because I'm going to provide to you a great opportunity to move your business forward in a fantastic way. So, who is Simon Lovell? There's me in 1984 without my 2 front teeth. And there's me today. I don't actually wear glasses, but I tried on a friend's pair. Onesie wearing, wacky, passionate marketing mentor. And whether you like onesies or not, I have a little bit of a fascination. So there's my Christmas onesie, and there's a onesie that my friends bought for me during a Sunday dinner. So a little bit of fun stuff about me. I was a fat, overweight, bullied teenager, but turned my life around and became a personal fitness coach and a best-selling book author, and also did a bit of TV too. I took a 13-page ebook into a 6-figure book deal with HarperCollins called The Lunchbox Diet. And I have to say, it hasn't always been plain sailing. I've failed at a lot of things. But as we know, as entrepreneurs and business people, we need to fail in order to take those failures and turn them into results. So my journey, invested years in solid internet marketing study, okay, and spent £60,000 plus in training, coaching, and coaches. I made many mistakes, and I want to save you all of the mistakes that I made so that you can accelerate your business quicker than you expect for yourself. I'm skilled in most areas in internet marketing. So when it comes to marketing yourself online, there are multiple elements. Okay, it's not just one type of area. You have to be skilled in lots of different areas to get a desired result. And I had my biggest shift when I hired mentors. Okay, took a lot of information in, but wasn't getting the results. So I hired those that were where I wanted to be, and then they pulled me along and set out a roadmap which stopped me from wasting time. So what do I do now? I help coaches, experts, and entrepreneurs automate the process of getting high quality, high paying clients and deliver online training that sells 24/7 and creates the ultimate coach lifestyle. I've been featured in and on the BBC, ITV, Sky TV, lots of US magazines, Daily Mail, Wall Street Journal, The Sun, Daily Mirror, and hundreds of websites. I'm not saying that to show off. I'm saying it to press upon you what is really possible once you decide and make the decision to shift out of where you are and become an expert in your field, which is really possible if you're getting good results and if you have the passion to really help a lot of people. I'll just go through some of these briefly. This is me pole dancing in hot pants on TV, some interviews. On the left there, working with Jamie Oliver on one of his TV shows. I was a pig for 24 hours. And some other bits and pieces. And really, once you're able to understand how the media works, you can leverage that to your advantage to then be able to build your business and become the expert in your chosen field and charge more, and then drive people to a marketing funnel, not just a website, but a marketing funnel that works for you, not against you. Okay. And here are I do many strategy sessions with coaches, and these are the challenges that I see over and over again. Okay. Website isn't generating any revenue. Precious time taken away from your coaching. Okay. Marketing doesn't work. The marketing is just a frustration point. Okay. Lack of time to action your ideas. And often a lot of it is about procrastination. Really, how to find more clients. Confused about what to implement next. There's so much information out there. We're being pulled left, right, and center when it comes to, I should be doing Facebook ads, or I should be doing video. It's about putting things in the right order so that you can accelerate your success. Lack of focus. How to make money from social media. I'll be talking about a case study later where we built this 6-figure business just based on Facebook, and how to get maximum impact. As a coach, you have gone into this business for a reason, because you're passionate about helping people and you want to help as many people as possible, possibly. And so how do you get that maximum impact? And really turning a lead into, or a prospect into, a buying customer. And what's it costing you not to have this in place? That's a really important question to ask yourself. A lot of the time we're just going through the motions in our business, not really understanding the marketing process, and it's costing us tens of thousands of pounds, if not more, per year. Depends on what your vision is, but a lot of us have caps when it comes to pricing. I'll be going over this later on. And the cost is stress on relationships and family when your income isn't where you want it to be, burning out, losing focus. If the marketing isn't in place and you're not able to get the clients that you want and it's not bringing you income, then obviously sometimes you can shift your passion and focus in the wrong direction, and that's not going to help your business. Loss of potential new clients, they're going to your competitors, and real frustration. And let's solve the problem today. Okay, let's finally nip this in the bud and get you where you want to be, get you the results that you're looking for, that your clients are looking for, and shift your business forward this year so that you can really have the lifestyle that you want. And really, I want you to decide specifically what you want. Money aside, take the money out of the equation and decide, do you want to have more one-to-one clients? But remember that this actually reduces your free time. So if you're looking for freedom, then having solid one-to-one clients is going to reduce that. You want to have less clients paying more, higher quality clients paying you more. Or do you want information products that you sell so that you can make money in your sleep? So do you want to package your knowledge, package it up, and put it into a program so that people all around the world can buy your knowledge? And if you're a coach that wants maximum impact, helping lots of people, that's a great way to move forward. Or do you want a combination of a couple of the above? So that's a really important question to ask yourself. Decide on this, money aside. Set the target, and the financial side will come. Many coaches I speak to, some people are motivated by money, others are motivated by impact. If you go for maximum impact in helping people, that's going to give you the life that you want to. Now, before we go any further in the webinar, I think it's really important to teach you some of the mistakes that I have made in the past. And one of these is the information problem. Okay, and this definitely applies to what you're learning at the moment. We learn information, be it book, webinar, ebook, audio training, video training. We get the buzz and sense of satisfaction from learning that. Okay, so we get a release of hormones, and that gives us a sense of, yes, I've learned something. Then we don't fully take action, or a stumbling block appears. Okay. And then we go and learn more information, and then this cycle continues. And once you're aware of this, you're really able to understand that it's not about the learning of the information, it's about the action. Because there is information out there all over the place. YouTube, internet, there's information overload and overwhelm. But people still aren't getting the results they want. It's not about the information so much. It's about the implementation of it at the right time. Okay? So understand that the information hit isn't financial success most of the time. Okay? Understand that the information hit isn't financial success. Think about the past 10 things you've learned and exactly, the books you've read or the courses you've been on. What has that actually put into your bank account, and how has that helped you serve your clients? I think you'd be surprised. And is resistance crippling your true potential? This is something very common. Excuse me. Is resistance crippling your true potential? So the little voices in your head that stop you from moving forward and taking action because of what you think other people are going to think. What's someone going to think if I post this? What are the opinions going around? Okay, and this is a quote, fantastic quote. The enemy is our chattering brain, which, if we give so much as a nanosecond, will start producing excuses, transparent self-justifications, and a million reasons why we can't, shouldn't, won't do what we need to do. Okay. So is resistance causing your business not to move forward in the right way? And this is all relative to things I'm going to be covering later on. Because if you've got the marketing strategies in place, but you're unable to move forward because of resistance, then you're still not going to shift. And this is some things that clients have had, and I've noticed in myself in the past. I've had the knowledge and skills, but it's actually not that. It's the resistance that and the tricks that our mind play on us to stop us from moving forward. Remember, lack of information isn't the problem. Action creates results. We need to stop overwhelm and follow a system that's already working. And notice the pattern and then stop it. And stop the cycle of doom. Information, taking no action, getting more information, and then not moving forward. And if that's you, then from today, we need to stop this from happening. Let's come on to the pricing challenge and problem that many coaches have, okay? And we need to set the bar higher, okay? You can attract high quality clients once you have a marketing system in place that gives you the confidence and you're being reactive to people coming to you as opposed to you going out and reaching out to people, okay? And I'm going to talk about how to raise your prices once you niche down a little bit later in a second. Once you brand yourself in a way that doesn't put you across like every other coach in a specific niche, this is where you're able to increase your prices. Many of us have caps in terms of, a limit on what we're going to charge because we're not able to get clients. Where if we create demand, that allows you to raise the prices so that you are charging what you're worth for your services. I would pretty much guarantee right now that you're not charging what you're worth. And once you start doing the things that 98% of coaches aren't doing, you will have the ability, okay, and the confidence. You may have the ability at the moment, but you may need the confidence in someone to pull you through. Okay, so not everyone buys the cheap seats. Not everyone buys the cheap seats. If you want a high quality customer, then we often need to be high quality customers ourselves and not be thinking in our brains that people just don't want to spend the money. It's not about that. It's about the marketing process and the sales process and the pain point of those that want to invest in our services. Okay. And once we can deliver the value, once we can be passionate about what we do, deliver the value, be 100% that we can get the result, then we're able to charge premium prices. And it's about getting the confidence up on your side to be able to do that. So ask yourself this question. Seriously, who has the issue with price? Is it my prospects? Is it you? Okay, and if you think it's your prospect, it's not. It's that your confidence is low and your sales process needs improving. Okay, so what I want you to do now is set yourself a monthly target goal. If you don't already have a goal, it's really important that you set one. Actually, what you really, really want. Okay. Oh, it's really important that you set one. And guys, I'm getting some questions come in, but we're going to do questions at the end, okay? Sorry if the screen went off then, but I'm not sure if it did, but a question came in. I was trying to look at it and distracted me a little bit, but I'm going to do questions at the end. The going broad problem. Okay, here's a list of, a load of pencils, okay? Most coaches are going very, very broad in terms of the capture market they're looking at. And so when you are looking at trying to be something to everyone, then you are attracting nobody. Okay, next, I always use in my strategy sessions the example of personal trainers. Imagine if you've got a personal trainer and most people in the gym train people to lose weight. Imagine you've got 20 personal trainers lined up. Okay, most of them are actually helping people to lose weight, but they all market themselves as fitness coaches and personal trainers. So what happens when someone wants to come in and wants to lose weight? Okay, and then they've got 20 personal trainers to choose from, but one person just repositions themselves, even though they're training people for weight loss. What happens when that one person repositions themselves as the weight loss expert? Well, that allows you then to charge higher fees, become the authority, okay, and really leverage yourself in a better way. But many coaches, and you may be doing the same, are going too broad, and the marketing message isn't specific to the target market. That's critical. Write that one down. When you go too broad with your marketing, and so someone goes to your website and you are advertising lots of different services because you want to be something to everybody, you want to attract lots of different people, your marketing message doesn't speak specifically to your target audience. And we need to create specific marketing messages to the target audience. Okay? So where this is going broad, this is better, okay? But this is best. Okay, so it's really worth thinking about, are you going too broad with your marketing? And each of my clients, we pick a niche and then we dominate that niche, and you become the leading expert in that field. Before we get started with the top 10, a couple of bloopers. So this is what I'm seeing a lot of the time with coach websites. Okay. A logo, no personality, going too broad, text heavy. And here's the thing. Years ago, we were told that we needed websites in order to generate business. So we all invested in websites, but they failed to generate any business. And so what happens now is that people are getting websites redesigned, okay, and they're still not generating any business because there's still no personality on the site. It's still going too broad, and there's no marketing funnel in place. A marketing funnel means taking the process of a prospect and turning them into a buyer. Okay. And so everyone on this call needs a marketing funnel, not a website. Okay. And to answer the question, do websites generate leads? The reason for that question is probably because the website hasn't been generating any revenue, and it hasn't been generating any leads. And the reason is because it's too broad. Okay, there's no marketing funnel in place, and people are going to your website, and I'm being brutally honest here. People are going to your website, leaving and finding someone that markets better than you. And that's the reason why many coaches are struggling with their business and not having maximum impact, because they're not focusing on how powerful, okay, guys, it is to have a website that generates you leads and turns them into to clients. You must shift your focus from, if you're wanting to grow your business, you need to be getting leads, okay, grabbing emails, building a relationship, okay, and not just having a website where it basically says to me, I go to your website and it says, sell me something. I'm selling you something. Buy my services. Things have changed, okay? More and more websites are coming, more and more coaches are coming in to the marketplace. We need to niche down. We need to build a marketing funnel and do things that other coaches aren't doing to separate you from your competitors. And once you make this shift, you will transform your business. And it's what I'm doing with my clients. Okay. And I'm so passionate about this because it's been a massive shift for my business. You know, from the lunchbox diet, from the other businesses that I've been running, all of them have marketing funnels. Okay. The reason that many of you are on this webinar today is because of my marketing process of getting an email from you or an outreach. Okay. Or you've come through a blog post or a video and then you've put in your details. Many of you have done that. So I wouldn't have been able to fill this webinar today without that ability. And so when someone goes to this website, for example, they're going to leave and go and find a competitor that markets better. Okay, so what's it costing you? Write down the value of a client now for you over a lifetime, not just per session. And that's not the best way to sell coaching anyway, but write down the lifetime value of a customer. Okay, so if someone stays with you for a few, especially for trainers, personal trainers and other coaches, the lifetime value is huge, thousands. My average lifetime value customer was probably £4,000 or £5,000 because they stay with me for years. So what's it costing you not to have a marketing funnel in place with your business? If you can generate 5 leads a day, that's 150 leads a month, that's thousands per year. What's that costing you in your business? And does that give you the ability to charge more? Yes. Does it give you the ability to position yourself in a different way? Yes. Okay, and is that going to change your business? Yes. And is that going to give you the life that you want so that you can have more family holidays, that you can have the freedom that you want to do exactly what you want to do? Okay, you can pay off your debts to create the life that you really want. Because I don't want you to be struggling. I want you to get into that buffer zone where you're relaxing about the financial side of things. And also it's important to say that about having maximum impact, because when you have a marketing funnel, when you're getting email addresses and when you're building a fan base, okay, you are impacting lots of people's lives. And that's something that's always been at my core. I wanted to be a personal trainer because I was overweight, I was bullied, and then I wanted to help more people. Having the lunchbox diet, building a marketing funnel in place enabled me to help tens of thousands of people. And so I get a massive hit of adrenaline and excitement when I get hundreds of emails from people saying, Simon, you've changed my life. You have shifted my life in a better direction. So this just isn't just about the money, guys. Yes, that's great, but it's about helping lots of people. And you've come into this industry for a reason. You've come into this industry to help people. There's a reason why you decided to be a coach. There's a reason why you decided to be a coach. So if you're not dialing in your marketing, okay, then you're not getting the life that you really want, but also you're not having the impact in the amount of people that could be really benefiting from what you have to teach and that you have the ability to share with the world. And so here's just a few of my websites here. We've got Lunchbox Dart on the left. We've got the Expert Mastery on the right, which many of you have gone through. And also some other ways to generate leads too. Okay, so we need to attract high quality leads. Okay, get the targeting right. Find out where our target market is. But if we're going to go and attract a high quality lead and it's targeted, what then happens? Okay, that when you're sending them to a site which is too broad, they're going to go to it, and it's the marketing message isn't going to be talking to them. Therefore, the marketing funnel breaks down. Okay. What happens if you go and attract a broad amount of people? You target Facebook adverts in a broad sense to males and females, and then they go to your site, but your targeting is specific. Well, then you're out of whack too, because you've got an untargeted market that is going to your website, which is targeted. So the both have to be the same. Okay, you have to have a targeted market going to a place which is targeted to them, and so the marketing messages match. And I need to get a roll on because the time is ticking away. Okay, so then we need to build the relationship with the target market. We need to convert them to a client, and then we need to retain that client. And all of this process is really important. And there's lots of different elements to getting this right. Okay, attracting the lead, building a relationship, converting them to a client, and retaining them so they stay with you. Okay, it's actually much easier to retain a client than it is and in the cost of getting a new one. Okay, so let's get started and talking about, I've really emphasized the importance of getting your website dialed in and right, but let's go through some of the top 10 things that I think that you need to implement. Add more personality. Okay, don't hide behind your logo. Okay, get in your onesie if you want to. Okay, show your personality. People connect with people, and you may like me as a personality or not, but don't be afraid at everyone connecting with you. Those that will connect with you on a high level, and those that don't connect with you, they're not a fit, and that's okay. Okay, I have a certain way with my marketing and the way I am as a person, and some people really get it and others don't, and that's cool. Okay, I'm not out to please everyone. I'd like to please as many people as I can, but I am out to please everyone. What I mean is that I'm not going to please everyone. Okay. So have more personality, and there's no need to hide behind your logo. Show your face on your main site, ideally in the header. Okay. Your about page is critical and needs a call to action. Tell people who you are, how you serve them, and then move them on to the next step. Okay. Make it clear who is your ideal client. Who do you really want to work with? And this goes back to being too broad. Okay. And talk about your life and your passions, because that's what people connect with. You notice on the X Factor, it's not about so much a lot of the time about the 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 singing. A lot of it's about the stories that gets people to connect with the singers. It's about connecting with people on a different level. Okay, blog much more often because you're going to get clients from it. Okay, get that content out there. The more content you have out there, okay, it's like having little properties around, lots of everything. The more properties you have, okay, the more people are going to live in them. So if you've got no properties, it's not actually the best analogy at all. What I mean is the more content you put out there, the more chance you've got of getting clients. Okay. Find out what you need to blog about by surveying, and not many people do this. You need to survey your target market. Now, the benefit of having a marketing funnel in place and a database is that you can ask the questions so that you're not guessing what your market wants to know about. Much of what I've put in this webinar today, guys, is based on the experience and the questions that I've asked coaches and the challenges that they've had. And so I know that the content I'm providing will resonate with many of you. Okay. And that's because I've got access to a database. Okay. And you can create a powerful social media blog loop. Okay. Once you are able to have a marketing funnel so that you can build an email list and then send people out to your blog to build value and trust. And it positions you as the leading expert, okay, and gives you the ability to soft sell your service, which means you provide content and then at the end you give a call to action to get people to reach out to you, okay? What makes you stand out, okay? Show your personality and bring that out in your personal posts, okay? And here's a post which we did for a client. It's got 610 shares, 87 likes. Okay, and make sure you give a compelling headline, provide great value, and then we're going to enable you to really shift up the amount of clients that you get. Send more emails, tell stories, and connect. Okay, your audience wants to hear from you. Okay, but not if you're promoting all the time. Okay, provide great content and ask questions, get answers, and create raving fans. And start engagement to get new clients. So when you have an email database, you're able to interact, ask questions, promote your blogs, put surveys out. And many times people think, I don't want to email because I don't want to annoy people. The truth is, if you're sending out value, okay, if you're sending out good content and value, people want to hear from you. They don't want to hear from people who are constantly putting a marketing message down their throat, which is to buy something. Okay. So it's okay to email your email list weekly, even daily, if you want to. And those that aren't interested, they can unsubscribe. And you have to find a balance of what's right for your market. Okay. Now, once we've got an email database here, we've got 5,000 on a list, on an email list. Okay. And we can see and we can track, and I'm going to show you the program that does this, and we can see what really pops out so we can do more of it. And that's just sensible marketing. We take what's working and then we do more of that. So here I can see that this Paleo snacks post really got good opens and a good click through. So it'll be sensible for us to do more of that. Okay. You can track what you're doing. So moving on to the next tip in my series, and that is video. So I decided what better way to tell you about this than to record a video. I'm just here sat at home at the moment designing this webinar. Yes, I need a shade. It's not a perfect video, but do you know what? Those that are watching your videos really don't always want perfect looking videos. Yes, I have a professional setup that I use, and you may have seen them already in my office in Bath, and that's using a Canon 550D camera, a Rode mic, and you can also get a lapel mic, and then I use it with Final Cut Pro on the Mac. So you can use video in lots of different ways. For blog posts, if you just want to get something across, you can use it to provide a video series of content. You can also use it to answer a question or connect with someone on a completely different level. Okay, maybe you're interacting with your clients and actually you want to really get something across via video. So using video, you can really connect on a completely different level. And in particular, when you're using YouTube, and I upload my videos to YouTube, when people watch them on YouTube because they've searched for something, when they end up at my website, because you can add a link into the description box, they're already pre-sold on what I've told them. So I've already built up the relationship. There's two types of people that go to your website: those that don't know anything about you, and those that have already communicated with you and have that kind of connection. And when people go to YouTube, search, and then watch you on video, by the time they get to your website, you've already got a much better chance of turning them into a client because they've seen you, they've maybe had some value from you, and that's a really good thing.
So video is the way to go. If you're not using video at the moment, then you're not going to be setting yourself apart from your competition, and that's exactly what I want you to do. You may have concerns, I'm not comfortable on camera, I don't know what to say, maybe you record a video and then you're not happy with it. Listen, it's not going to be perfect all of the time, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. And in my experience, you just got to get out there, record some videos and get used to it. And people will really, really appreciate the content because, as I said, you're connecting them on a new level. And these days, the internet connections are very fast. Lots of people are connecting in this way. So if you're not keeping up to date with those that are doing video, then you're really missing out on your business. Okay, so video is the way to go, and I really want you to implement that into your strategy. So let's move on to the next tip.
So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you heard it. It was actually pre-recorded. That wasn't me live then, but I just thought it was a good way to demonstrate how you can actually use video in webinars too. Okay, show off your results, guys. Social proof really does matter. So getting testimonials from your customers that are happy. Hopefully you're a coach and you are really getting some powerful results with your clients. Well, that's what's going to get you more clients, okay? And finding those that want to specifically get an outcome and then matching a testimonial with someone who's had the same result that they want, okay? So don't be afraid to ask for testimonials, first of all, video, audio, or written. Yeah, it's really important you have a rapport with your clients. But most people are happy to do a video, especially if they've got a great result. And the best time to ask someone for a testimonial is when their excitement level is up, like you've gotten a result with them and they've had a breakthrough. That's the time to ask because they're more than happy to do that. Okay, so screenshot emails, blank out their email address. Facebook posts, if you get something and you've got a Facebook group, okay, and someone's come in and said, thank you, you really changed my life, then you can screenshot that and then put that on your website or put it in an email out to people. And you'll notice that I'm using the theme a lot of send out emails. Well, most of my businesses have been built, 6-figure businesses based on getting targeted traffic and sending and building an email list. Okay, and keep stacking up your results. If you're going back to the niche thing that we were talking about earlier, if you're having a challenge deciding on the niche that you want to go into, so you're too broad, take the biggest results that you've been getting for your clients, so the biggest transformations, okay, the thing that you enjoy doing most, and then focus on that area, because the biggest transformations you've had, that's how it's going to be easy for you to get clients. And use your quotes in all of your marketing to back up your offer and to back up your services. So you can also match case studies, as I mentioned earlier, to particular clients for the snap effect. Okay, so if you've got a client with a certain result and then you've got a new potential lead that's come in and you're talking to them on the phone, and you can say, that's interesting because I recently had a client and they had the same challenges that you have now, and they now have the result which they're looking for. Okay, and then you have the snap effect, and that's when you're going to get those that really want to invest in your services. And then we can start to advertise. Once we've got a targeted marketing message, we've got a marketing funnel in place that works, well, then we can start to do adverts. I guarantee at the moment that the reason that you aren't advertising on Facebook or on Google pay-per-click, you're not doing PR, you're not doing other paid methods, is because you're not clear that if you sent website traffic, if you sent traffic to your website, that it would convert and get you a client. Okay, so there's the cost of not having that in place. When you know that you've got a marketing funnel that works, then you can start to run Facebook adverts, and you can start to invest because you know that once you're sending traffic there, that it's going to convert, and you have a marketing process which works for you. Okay, and that's when you can really scale up a business. Say you've decided to take your training and package it online into a digital product. Well, if you're just sending some people to somewhere where you're just asking for the sale, then chances are you're going to spend money on advertising and it's not going to convert into sales. But if you know that your marketing funnel works and you're building an email list, okay, then you can start sending as much traffic as you like and investing 500, £1,000 a month because you know it's going to bring you £5,000 a month. Okay, and that's when it's really important to know your value of your customer over a lifetime, not just in the short term. And so when you've got a marketing funnel in place, you can run Facebook ads, Google pay-per-click targeting your specific audience, banner adverts, solo adverts to other people's email lists that have got access to your target market, maybe a magazine, okay, or a really popular blogger that's got a database, listings, but not until you've got a solid marketing funnel, okay? So you can do all this. You can do networking. You can do YouTube. You can do your Facebook page. You can do newspaper articles, blog posts, LinkedIn, Twitter, word of mouth, everything. But not until, okay, because you've got to invest time in this. Not until you have a process which turns a lead into a buyer. Okay. So 98% of coaches should not advertise their website yet. Okay, yet, and that's really important. So here's a case study, a guy that I worked with called Justin, and he was doing one-to-one coaching, okay, and is making an okay income, but wanted to shift that up. And so he had a particular skill and knowledge um, in nutrition, and he's a fantastic nutritionist, very good on camera, and really super passionate and gets amazing results. So we packaged his knowledge online, turned it into an online program, and in 10 months, it's done 6 figures. Okay, because we've implemented a marketing funnel, we've got an email database of over 5,000. You saw the stats. Okay, and now he has a passive income, and he's able to pick and choose how many one-to-one clients he works with, and that gives him real power. Okay, and we did this by selecting a specific market, surveying the target market, and delivering a product which is based on what the market wanted, not what. Well, as much as Justin built the product based on what he thought they wanted, a lot of the work came in when we surveyed the market and found out what they wanted. Obviously, on this webinar, I can't go through every single element, but there's a system that I use in order to get this to this level. But really understand that it is possible if you've got a skill and knowledge, then you're really able to shift things up another level. And so from earning little, to earning 6 figures in online nutrition coaching, 14,000 Facebook fans, and the product sells 3 times 97 plus a £47 upsell and a £97 upsell with a 5,000 plus email list. Okay, and he's got over 14,000 fans now on Facebook. An unlimited group and coaching potential. Okay, and this is massive. Really, you can leverage your business when you've got a massive email list.
Unless I had the marketing experience and knowledge and input from Simon Lovell, there is no way in this world I would ever have been able to get to that level. The business is turning over massive amounts of money, and I've become the nutrition expert on a global level. Now, I'm giving you this testimonial. This testimonial, I just must remind you, is not set up. I absolutely hate testimonials on companies. You see them and you think, my God, that's been set up, that's been asked for. This actually, Simon knows nothing about. I'm doing this off my own back because I want you to know, I'm extremely passionate about wanting you to know that if you are an action taker, if you are a badass who wants to get their company to the next level and get you to be the industry expert in your chosen business, This is the man to go and see. I want to tell you this because I want you to benefit from this. It has taken me to the next level. In fact, I don't think that I could possibly go any further than where he has taken me. You know, for a single man to give me all of this advice and make me take all of this action is absolutely huge. You can do exactly the same and achieve exactly the same results as I personally have if you take action with this guide.
Okay, so a lot of how we built the Paleo in a Box product with Justin was about giving a lot of value away. So giving away free gifts, free trainings. And then once we had built the email list, okay, we didn't actually release the product until we had built a significant email list. And then we had a launch of that product. And then we sold, Justin sold tens of thousands of pounds worth of product just from the launch. Okay. So there's a specific system we go through, but start giving away lots of value, free gifts. Provide value first. You can do this in videos. You can do this in ebooks, PDFs, audio training, and everyone learns in a different modality. So it's really important to reach people in different ways, whether it's video, as I've said, text, in PDFs, and yeah, just provide lots of value to your marketplace, and then they'll come to you. Okay, and it positions you as the expert. You provide lots of value. You get free traffic too, which is fantastic. And they'll share your content, which is really important. And it's a great way to connect with your audience. Okay, so ebooks, audios, videos, special reports, white papers, and podcasts too. Okay, so really most of this webinar was really talking about the importance of collecting email leads so that you can turn them into raving fans and buyers. Okay, so we need to turn your website into a marketing machine for you so that you're able to help more people and really help your business too. Okay, so just 5 leads a day is 150 leads per month. Okay, that's 1,800 per year. And what's that costing your business not to have this in place? That's the real question to ask yourself. Okay, and 5 leads a day isn't difficult to get, guys. Really isn't difficult to get. Okay, and once you understand the process then of turning a lead into a buyer, then that becomes really powerful. The power is in your email list. But it's all really important as well to not look at your email list as just names and emails. These are real people with real challenges that want your help. And so when you deliver a message which is really focused on helping them create change, then that's when you get the power. Okay, and communicate on a regular basis with the right messages and create raving fans of your product or service. And then share your blog posts, okay, offers, and get important data back so that you're able to build upon the business and shift it up another gear. Okay, and click send and get clients and help the world, help as many people as you really want. It's your choice to how many people you want to impact with your coaching business. Okay, but you really do have the potential to help thousands as opposed to the ones that you're, currently helping one-to-one, but you may want to help more. So here's my top 5 resources that I have used that really helped my business grow. Aweber, okay? This allows me to collect email addresses and then put into place an autoresponder. An autoresponder means that I can set up a list of messages that automates the process so that when people put in their name and email address, when a prospect puts in their name and email address, they go through a sequence of pre-written emails that is fed, on a weekly basis or a daily basis. And that's how you can set up a marketing funnel. Okay. And then you can send broadcast emails to your entire list if you want to send out a blog post, for example. But doing this in the right way is what's going to get you leverage. Okay. Understanding the process and how to really implement it into your business. I would advise everybody to sign up to Aweber. Again, I have no affiliation with the business at all, but I'm providing with you what I use myself. Okay. 99 designs. Where at the moment you may be going to people to get things done, flyers or, brand logos. You may go to one person and that's only one person's vision of what you want. But 99 designs, you can set a project and you can have 10, 20 designers design a mock-up, and then you can pick the winner and don't pay if you don't like the winner. Don't pay if you don't like the designs. So there's a money back guarantee, which is great. And I use this a lot for different projects, for book covers, for branding, for clients, and all sorts. So it's a great resource to have. Okay, Elance. Many times as coaches, we come across challenges because things we can't do, technical problems or hurdles that we have. Well, Elance is a place that you can outsource projects. Okay, and then other people will suppliers will bid on those. Okay, and then you can hire someone to overcome your challenges, be it a press release or content for your site. Okay, so Elance is a great resource, and I have hundreds of projects that I've been running. FormStack, great tool to use to survey your market and really find out what their challenges are. Okay. With Justin's Paleo in a Box product, we had something like 400 responses, which enabled us to decide on what products we were going to produce and build. Okay. Going back to the importance of databases and email lists. And here's another type of resource. If you are a coach, an expert, and you're at the top of your game, okay, and I can help you get to the top of your game, but if you're getting results right now and you are at the top of your game, this is a great site to go to if you're an expert. findatvexpert.com. It's run by Claire Richmond, who used to be a producer on Changing Rooms, okay, has lots of connections in the industry, and sign up with Claire, okay, and you can be searched by TV companies that are looking for experts. And once you've got a marketing, going back to the marketing funnel, you would want to do this when you've got a marketing funnel, so that when you appear on TV or when I can get you in the newspaper, I can get you on in the national press. But you don't want to do that until you've got a solid marketing funnel in place and solid branding, and you're in a solid niche. Okay, but as soon as you do that, you can use things like this to leverage yourself and then really build a massive business. So if you're at the top of your game, or maybe you're just currently building the business, but you want to get to this level, then Find a TV Expert is a place to go. If you reach out to Claire, okay, drop her an email or call her, okay, mention my name, and there is a reduction of 50% off the cost of signing up, okay, and that needs to happen by the end of the month if you're wanting to do that. But it's a great resource. Okay, and I got my biggest success, the acceleration of my business, when I hired a mentor. So I'd recommend, many coaches are coaching people from A to B to get a transformation, but they're not doing the same for their business. So it's critical. Okay, I was gathering so much information. I had hard drives full of courses and things, but I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be. And I started hiring mentors to take me from A to B and get the success. And my acceleration of my business shot up. So hire a mentor. You need to be laser focused on the right elements, or you'll be pulled in the wrong direction by information products, shiny objects, things that don't get you to your goal. Okay, so we need to get you laser focused. Okay, you're in your business and you need a third person to spot the leaks, so that because you're not seeing the assets that you have already in the business that you could leverage. Okay, so you're accountable, and they'll give you the speedboat to the island instead of you trying to paddle there. And work with someone it's critical to work with someone who's where you want to be and has the experience that you are looking for. Okay? So you can stay the same, or stay in the same position, or you can get clarity, get amazing results, and give you more time to do what you love. You can reach more people and get maximum impact. Okay, and finally understand marketing and use it to really help and shift other people's lives and help other people. Okay, I don't want to work with people when I coach that don't have something great to offer, because then I'm just helping someone market something that's bad. Okay, and I don't want that. Okay, so if you've got something good to offer, then get a mentor, somebody that can help you move forward in your business. Okay, and so that they can end all confusion for you, what to do at the right time. Okay, because we get a lot of information in, and often actually it's great information, but it just needs to be action at the right time for your business. There's no point in doing Facebook ads until you've got a marketing funnel. There's no point in doing sales copy until you've got a niche market and you've got an offer. Okay, so they will guide you through the process, so you're not kind of wondering what the next step is to take, because I guarantee that you're wasting time and lots and lots and lots of money, because your time is money on just learning things that aren't moving you forward. Okay, so when I hired mentors, I just accelerated so quickly and set up an automated marketing process for your business. Okay, I've never done a webinar before where I've been bang on time, which is great for the Q&A. But have you enjoyed the webinar today? I'd love to find out. Mention in the chat box would be great, but also head over to facebook.com/Simon Lovell Marketing and post on the timeline. Reach out to me. I'm also on LinkedIn too. It would be great to hear your thoughts, and we're going to have a Q&A in a moment. Some of the slides haven't actually shown up. And I want to offer you guys a free strategy session with me. What we're going to do during this session, okay, is find out where you are, where you want to get to, find that niche, and I'm going to show you the gap of exactly what's stopping you from where you want to be, and plan out for you a marketing strategy which is going to supercharge your business. Okay, so you can head to simonlovell.co.uk/coach strategy, and it's on a first come first served basis. Okay, so I'd be quick to do that today if you're wanting that, and I'll get back to people in an order. And that's really gonna help you move forward, because you're able to fully understand specifically what's holding you back and get a roadmap forward for your business. Okay, so which would you pick to reach your target? Is it that paddling, or is it the speedboat? Which would you rather do? I speak to many coaches and we've talked, but then they decided to not move forward. And then I speak to them in 3-4 months' time and ask where they are, and they're in the same position. So we just want to get you to where you want to be as quickly as possible. So you make that decision on how quick you want to get to where you want to be. Okay, and I expect 100% success rate. Okay, you must be an action taker. You must be quick to take action on what I teach you. Okay, you must be helping people's lives and creating change and having something positive to put into the world. Okay, super passionate about what you do. Super passionate. Because if the passion isn't there, and you're kind of doing it just for other reasons, then that'll come across in your blogs and your content, how passionate you are. So I hope that, from this webinar, you've got a sense of my passion for helping people and really helping shift your business. This is what I love to do. And it's what I was meant to do. And willing to take yourself to the next level. Okay? And resisting on those blocks that you have, and really setting the bar higher for yourself, just for you and your life, but also for those that you're able to impact. Okay, so let's go for the Q&A, and it would be great to get some feedback. And we have questions and chat going on. And feel free, guys, I'm just playing with GoToWebinar here, but I'm going to aim to answer the questions in order. And yes, I'll be providing the slides, guys. Question: how do you find a mentor in your area? Reach out using the strategy session, and I coach via Skype. And I'm based in Bath, so I do have some meetings, but most of my coaching is done via Skype. How can I take my web design business into an information product? I'd have to get specifically your goals set some targets on who you want to target, and then decide exactly what you want to offer in that information product. Specifically, how are you going to use your web design skills? Are you offering to I can't at the moment visualize exactly what the information product is going to be until I do that and decide on who the potential market is. Then we can decide to build the offer around that. Okay, so I need to know more. So on to the coach strategy session for that one. Simon, you mentioned being specific with marketing. I'm a personal trainer and lifestyle coach, but I have multiple services to offer. How do I go about marketing my services? So, Connor, in that situation, what you need to do is you need to pick the biggest market that you've had a transformation for, and then make specific marketing messages to that target audience. So, for example, I was working with a beauty salon, okay, and they were putting out a flyer which was all of their products and services. They were doing eye tints. I don't know if eye tints is even a thing. Ladies, you'll let me know. They were offering massages. They were offering hair extensions, and it was this kind of leaflet with all of their services on. So I went in and asked them, "What are your top 3 sellers?" Okay, and they said back massages, hair extensions, and colors. Okay. So we took the top 3 sellers, and actually they were based in a gym. Okay, so the massages were for men. Okay. So we created a marketing message specific to each of the markets. So for example, for the massages for men, it was, are your muscles tight after a gym session? That's the trigger point. That's why a guy would want a massage. And then we can put those flyers into the lockers. So you find the target market. Okay. You see who you're serving most of, and then you create specific marketing messages for them and build a marketing funnel which is specific and has a specific message. Okay. What is the best thing to put on your site? Implement a marketing funnel. Aweber, you can put a form on there. But again, there's so many different elements to this that are involved. It's what do you put as a lead generator? It's what do you say in your emails out? How do you present the videos? How do you then sell your services? It's multiple steps, but as a starting point, you want to get an opt-in box on your website and start collecting leads. So definitely Aweber to go for that one. Can we get a copy of the slides? Yep, I'll be posting them. That you get an email with that. How do you keep track of your email subscribers? That is, Aweber does that for you. What do you recommend for surveying? That would be FormStack I use. Okay. And what do you class as a premium client, and how much would you expect them to pay? It's a case of shifting up your pricing structure and your niche so that you're charging generally higher prices and you have a different model for how you sell your services. Okay. So that's how you shift up as a premium client. You're just generally shifting up your business to a high level. But many times, because coaches don't have a marketing funnel in place and an email database, the need is to go and search for clients and then charge low prices, which you're stuck at because you're in a situation where you're needing clients. I with my clients, I get them to a position where they've got clients reaching them, and then that gives you shift your thinking to because you're in demand. Okay. Earning no money at present. How do I start? Go to your existing network. If you can't in your existing network find people that are going to invest in your service, then that's a challenge. So we need to look at changing your offer. So reach out to your existing network. Just find one person that you can start get a transformation for. Okay, find that one person, get the transformation, then use that result as a way to get more clients. Okay, and just use that and ride off the back of that transformation that you've got. Okay, if you're just starting out, you may want to help someone for free, get a transformation, and use that to get a paying client. If you're setting up a new business in the area, what specific steps would you take after you have your marketing funnel in place? once you set up an efficient marketing funnel, then we need to get specific on the targeting and how we're going to target that, and then run potential adverts or start to get press and PR, and then implement a system for that. So again, it's about the targeting and finding out where do your potential market go, where do they hang out, what magazines do they read, are they on Facebook, are they on LinkedIn, depends on what type of business you have. Again, this is something I can touch on in the strategy session. What marketing literature, flyers, brochures, etc., do you believe works best for coaches targeting businesses? Again, I would go down the email marketing route just because it's the easiest way to get the foot in the door. And then you can do direct mail, but there's a whole different direct mail strategy. But if you're sending someone just some literature on your business, for example, when I was a personal trainer, instead of putting out flyers on buy my stuff, I used to print out articles saying top 5 belly fat tips, and an article and a call to action to reach out to me at the end. And you'd be surprised how many responses I got, because I was giving value and then asking for people to reach out for me at the end, as opposed to going and just think. What we need to do when we're marketing is we need to think, what's the buyer process that we go through when we're buying? So if you're a business and then you just get something that comes through the door and it's buy my stuff or this is my service, yes, you may get some people take it up, but what happens if you shift that to providing value? Okay. By providing value, the chances of someone investing in you and your service literally skyrockets. Okay. Skyrockets. So shift the thinking from marketing literature, flyers, brochures, which typically mean this is my service, I want you to buy from me, to how can I provide value first and then reach out later on and see, was that useful? Would you like to continue? Would you like to get better results? This webinar, for example, it's provided hopefully some great content for you guys, but we all need the next level. We all need our hand being held. I have coaches. I spend a lot per year on getting people to take me to the next level. And if you don't have someone to move you forward, I'll tell you now, you're not going to reach maximum potential. You may have some success, but it won't be the level of success that you truly deserve. So on these strategy sessions, I want to find the gap for people and really dial in on exactly where they are, so I can help them. And then if there's a fit, and if I feel that the coach or expert really has something great to offer, then, and I feel 100% that I can help them, then only then would I present an opportunity to move forward. I consult right now. I do the work and get paid. I want to move towards coaching, helping others do the work. What was the hardest thing for you moving from a fitness freak in your own right to a fitness marketer teacher? Good question. Excuse me. I was always when I was personal training, as soon as I started personal training, I started investing my time in marketing. So I have probably an 8-year learning curve, 10-year learning curve in marketing. I worked on national magazines from the age of 16. I had my own publishing business. And so for me, I was actually always more passionate. I was a great personal trainer, but I was marketing. I was always the marketer. So I was always able, because a lot of people drop out of an industry, not because they're not passionate and don't get results, but because they just can't market their business. Okay, so for me, it was just a natural progression. I got to the point where I PT'd for about 8 years, and I started to watch the clock because I wanted the sessions to end. And at that time, I knew I had to get out. I'm not going to carry on doing something just for the money. So I knew that marketing was the thing I wanted to do. I loved helping people. When I sat on trains and we're talking to business owners, I'd light up and I'd be saying, look, you can go and do this. This is the success you can have. And I knew that the transition for me there was right. And so I never want to do something that I'm not super passionate about. So it was the right time for me, and it was a super easy transition. Just go with what you're most passionate about, and the rest will follow. I recently had an online group coaching program. I have done a lot of my marketing on a very small budget. At what level do you advise someone who is a great coach get outstanding results for their clients? Hang on, I'm not reading all of this here. The webinar isn't allowing me to. Damn it. Give me a second. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, let me read this one again. I recently launched an online group coaching program. I've done a lot of my marketing on a very small budget. At what level do you advise someone who is a great coach getting outstanding results for their clients but not generating any income to invest in a mentor if they don't yet have the money to make financial investment? I found that those that I'm being completely honest, those that want a mentor will find the investment somehow if they want it enough. It's like having a and this applies for coaches too. If you're a coach and someone wants the outcome enough and really wants something, then it's like having a lottery ticket, which would cost £5,000 to cash in, but the ROI would be 60,000. Like you'd just find a way to sort it out. So the other option, if you're not able to get the investment in a mentor, is to save and to do as much as you can to put back the money to get to hire the mentor, because they will get you there. And yes, it is a challenge for most, but if you really want it, then the natural instinct is to make it happen. When I first hired my mentors, I invested well out of my comfort zone, but I got my ROI back in the first month, 2 months. And I just knew, because they had the success that I wanted, I knew that they were able to get me there. And so I took the plunge and invested, and it was a massive push for me. But I've never looked back, and I carry on. And it's more about the accountability, having someone weekly to check into that keeps me moving forward, keeps my momentum up. The information is there and the strategies are there, but it's actually a lot more than the strategy. It's actually just about the mindset thing, getting over blocks, the resistance I mentioned in the webinar. Okay, and that's really what pulls people through. And as coaches, as many of you guys listening on the webinar, that's what it's about for those that are investing. You're pulling people from A to B. Okay. Obviously, I'm a mentor, so reach out at simonlevel.co.uk/coach strategy. Good mentors aren't cheap. I'm certainly not a low-cost mentor, but then I get a massive ROI for my clients. But they can differ based on what goals you have and how long they feel that they can work with you. And that's what I establish on the strategy session before I even present an offer and a cost. Okay. What single element of your marketing strategy do you consider essential? The single most important thing? Lead generation, by far. Lead generation, grabbing names and email addresses. I say grabbing, capturing names and email addresses, building a relationship, which is a learning curve in itself, and then turning those into people that want to invest in you. Absolutely. What is a typical program you offer after your strategy session? Typically 90 days and then rolling on beyond that. And again, I don't talk about price until the strategy session, because I don't know whether I want to work with everybody. So I look at each person as an individual and find out what would fit for them. Okay, so I can't really give a typical price, because there often isn't one. What percentage of your time are you spending on marketing now and when you started out? I am constantly in parallel with my clients and building products, always marketing every single day, doing something, social media, reaching out to someone on LinkedIn, sending out some messages, doing a blog, always in momentum all the time. And that's how you get big success, always in momentum. Procrastination, I'm just like everyone, Facebook here and there, and many of us entrepreneurs have OCD, ADD, and actually, Facebook, Twitter, mobile phones, they create this problem. They create the challenge of this. But once you shift from gathering information to action, okay, so instead of doing lots of courses and not taking action and actually just doing stuff, that's when you get the shift in the results. When you say you have a niche, you mean what, you have one specific target market avatar, don't you? Not a niche as it's not as in a niche as it's not what everyone else is doing. I don't understand the question. Sorry. Apologies. I have to leave now. No problem, Luke. Okay. I've hired a mentor in the past and have been left high and dry once they received the money. Sometimes we just have to drop the bad decisions we've made. If you decide if that holds you back, that's a real challenge because you're not going to have success based on a negative association. So, for example, a negative association would be someone that runs a Facebook ad doesn't make the money, so they then have a negative association to running Facebook ads, and many times won't invest in Facebook ads again. But the actual challenge is something else. Okay, so in particular, it's a shame that the mentor didn't get you to where they want to be, but the passion wasn't there, and so the process from you in terms of hiring that mentor should be: were they getting the results that I wanted, and were they super passionate, and really did they connect on that right level to help you move forward? I will do everything in my power to help a client, everything to move them forward. We always work to a result based outcome. So if we work over a 90-day period, we're working towards a specific outcome. Where a lot of companies are out there, PR companies, and they just work on a retainer basis, aren't interested in making you any money. It's like if you hire a good mentor, and they're actually like not just after your money, okay, then they all want to just get you to where you want to be. But you've got to take action and you've got to move forward. I will spend as much time as I need with my coaching, for example, my mentoring. There's no set calls. There's no set. We talk once a week. It's what's required. Like if I need a 5-minute Skype call, it's a 5-minute Skype call. If I need to talk in an hour with you, I'll do that with my clients because that's what I would want if I was in their position to move you forward quickly. So if mentors are just, some mentors just offer like a weekly call, and just after the money, then yeah, it's not the right fit. So I'm sorry that that's happened to you, but don't let it hold you back in moving forward in hiring another one, whoever you decide. Are ebooks a thing of the past? Great, really good question. These are great questions coming in. No, absolutely not. People are still making money with ebooks, but they're typically lower price lead-ins to bigger programs. Okay, so I would produce an ebook now. I mean, I made, when the Lunchbox Diet came out as that 13-page ebook, I probably made 20-30,000 just from the L magazine review. But that doesn't happen for everyone. But ebooks are a great thing to lead into a bigger online program, so a lead generator, and also to provide value to a marketplace. And don't call them ebooks too. Typically, I called it an ebook in the presentation because that's what most people recognize. But actually, it's just like an online, like a training guide. It's better because people perceive ebooks as low value. What's the percentage of a typical day that you would currently spend with clients versus marketing? Again, pretty much equal. Because also when I'm with my clients and I'm learning their challenges, I use that in order to use the content and their challenges as a marketing message. So I get a challenge from my client, and then I present I use that potentially in a marketing piece because it's using the same content. I know you don't like Twitter. We find that for B2B, it works better than Facebook. That's absolutely cool. For me, I don't want to be on every type of social media. I don't particularly like Twitter, as you know. It's just because I just don't get on with it. And I'd rather just focus on one thing. Once you start stripping things back, once you start stripping things back and focusing on things that you're really good at. So for you, for example, it's Twitter. Let's go with that and then get results with that and continue doing that. If you're not a Facebook person, don't use Facebook. For me, LinkedIn, Twitter work really well. This is from Faye. Hi, Simon, it's Faye. Not sure if appropriate, but use if you want to. I'm one of Simon's clients and I'm a coach. We've worked together for just over a month and I've moved forward 10 times faster than I would have done on my own, even though I'm an action taker. I have a website funnel in place now, and I'm generating lists. Thank you, Faye. Super client Faye. Lots of people leaving the session, which is cool. What would you say the key elements a website needs to have? Personality and lead generation. On average, how many hours do you sleep per night? Not enough. Right, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed the webinar. That's all the questions done now. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, reach out, simonlover.co.uk/coach strategy. I'd love to find out if I can help you. Really enjoyed it today. And take care, guys. And I will speak to you soon.